What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the Reaction Squad Podcast, Season 2, Episode 35. I'm Ivan. Here's my boy Nidge. And we have an extremely special guest today, Amber.
Hello.
Amber, thank you so much for joining us today. It's truly a pleasure to be able to talk to you and have you here. So, thank you so much for joining by.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so glad you could be here too. So tell us a little bit about the stuff you react to and, all that good stuff.
Well, it's just mostly Rooster Teeth stuff, but I'm planning like doing more videos that are not reactions. Like I posted a tweet just last night that I want to do like a top 5 or whatever number hopes of what I or people want to see in Volume 7 of Ruby.
All right, that sounds good.
Your dog is stealing the cake right now. He's doing some yoga poses for us.
My 2 doggos. My third one's under my bed.
Oh, so you like dogs? That's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So quick, yeah. I guess the first question I was going to ask you too. So what influenced you, or like what made you want to pursue the whole reaction stuff with Rooster Teeth and everything else?
Well, reaction in general, I think it kind of started with this other YouTuber called Jacob the One Man Band. He also does, well, he doesn't do reactions. He mostly does reviews and stuff, and does like small Let's Plays. But after that, it was this bigger Ruby YouTuber, Murder of Birds. I'm sure YouTube heard of him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as for others, it's also from gaming channels like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, they definitely are a huge influence to a lot of people out there. Some family members I know love Jacksepticeye. That's his jam.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Talk about him, that kid will just talk for hours about him.
Right on.
Okay, so then, as far as your name, Freelancer Amber, why are you called that exactly? Like, do you do work of freelancing?
No, because to be honest, I probably could have done better with the name, because Freelancer is from Red versus Blue, the Freelancer arc.
Oh, okay, that's smart. I like that.
Oh, damn! Like, I this whole time I was like, I wonder if I can hire her to like do some stuff for me.
No, because I mean, I draw decently, but not like fan art you see on Twitter or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool name. Honestly, I digged it. So
Yeah. Like I said, I probably could have done better. Maybe Huntress. I mean, because I'm into Pokemon, so you could tell from my hat.
Right on.
That's the 2 things I notice about you is the hat and your smile.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And before, originally I was gonna call myself Freelancer Ruby because there's a fan art of Ruby in a Halo armor.
Yeah.
But then Volume 3 of Ruby came out, and there's actually a character named Amber. So just to...
Oh yeah. I could. Totally
That's awesome.
That.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So, huh? No, I was gonna say, so what got you into Ruby? So, like, what got you into like liking Ruby and then wanting to react to it?
What got me into Ruby is when I first is Red versus Blue, because it's Rooster Teeth, and that's what got me into Rooster Teeth, and then I just followed it along.
All right, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, as far as a quick question, and here's something, you can obviously decline. I'm not going to ask about like a kick or support Vic. I want to leave that out. I did watch your video about the voice actor, the new one that's taking Crow.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your video and you kind of seemed, like I said, if you don't want to share anything about the voice acting, you don't have to, but how do you feel about it? And like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a line. I don't want to like push you, but I definitely want to talk Ruby because I'm a Ruby tard.
Right here, same here.
I love this.
Same thing for me. You can tell from all the posters I have back here.
And the plushies.
The plushies and the figures.
Absolutely.
Let's give her the camera real quick. Look at that, everybody. All those Funko Pops.
That's awesome.
Vinyl.
That is great. Even your back wall, girl, you do so much justice for the Ruby community. And
Absolutely.
You are pretty much like the queen reactor.
Yeah.
Like everybody loves your Ruby reactions.
Yeah, people would like to not pair, but like, not like pair, like together is nowhere I would put it. Like between me and Arnold, because we kind of like overreact when it comes to Ruby, like the screaming and all that.
Yeah. But that's what makes it special. Like, you're definitely you're the queen, to what Murder of Birds is. So, that's why that's just kind of drew me. I'm like, okay, I just love how she just gives it. So, yeah, that's something I can really take away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So,
and also because I'm extremely happy when I went to the Ruby panel, the Good Smile company, the one that makes Nendoroids, the little posable figures.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Like this little Naruto one that I have.
Little chibis.
Yeah, like little
awesome.
chibi. Like I've seen tweets of like this little fan made Nendoroids. It's like, why can't this be real? And then the Ruby panel showed it. Yes, my dream come true.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was gonna. You're trying to ask a question.
No, it's gonna come soon, but I guess I could ask it now. I guess it kind of comes from when you started reactions and stuff, and obviously you have the experience of doing this. Like, and once again, this is another question too, and I don't want to like stereotype, but as a woman though, like doing this YouTube, and you can completely cut me off and say this is totally inaccurate, but like I'm just trying to I'm a guy, so I can never relate to being a woman.
Yeah.
But like how was like the advice would you tell to other women reactors, that try to do stuff like this? And also, because I'm assuming you get a lot of I don't want to say desperate men, but like flirt. You know what I mean? Like there's
I've seen
maybe I'm wrong.
I've seen a couple comments there like, are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? Like, I'm not going to answer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of that I do see that. That's kind of reaching. I'm just like,
and the funny thing is, people actually mistake me for a dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, wow.
People have actually mistaken me as a dude. It's
wow.
Like show me that there's an actual dude named Amber. Like show me an actual physical proof. Like full on dude, no sex change or anything, just a full on dude.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe Amber stands for all male but extremely radical.
That's a very on the fly.
I like that.
It's a fucking word and analogy. No,
I like that.
I just totally blew that. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing you a little bit. So you obviously it is a thing, because I don't want to like assume that because it's a different world, right? Being a woman, right, versus me being a guy. Like I don't have that stalker syndrome or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Like where people are like creeping on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you handle that? Like I'm just curious. Like I want to hear it from a woman's perspective. If you don't mind, if you don't want to answer this stuff, we can.
Well, it's just simple. Either delete the comment or ban this person's ass.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. That works for me.
That's the best way to handle it. That's exactly
just
how all
ignore the damn thing. Don't bother answering it, because you're just gonna encourage the person.
Exactly. That's exactly what I tell people.
Just like you have been doing to people complaining that I talk in a reaction.
Don't get
Ivan going. He's going.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but that's been a serious issue for me. Like I actually made a bit of a vlog about this. Like, why do people complain about me talking in a reaction? I'm like, that's the point of me reacting. You want to hear a reaction, you want to hear a little bit of a commentary. That's what a reaction is, a commentary. So, and as we always say, as all of us reactors say, watch the original video first and then come watch us, because chances are the video that you want me to react to is something that a lot of people have already seen already and they want to see me react to. So there's really no excuse for people to be like, hey, can you just stop talking and just watch the video? Like, we watch the video afterwards for the most part, but then it's just I get those comments all the time, and I'm mostly I try to be nice about it, and I'm just like, you know what, just shut the F up and just watch the original video, because I'm not gonna explain myself again. Watch the video, you'll see why I talk. And like, you don't want me talking, then piss off. I'll subscribe. I got like 2,000 more, so I don't care. Yeah,
I've got like 22 plus. So
yeah, exactly. So like that one little commentary, that's the best thing to do. Just ignore them. And that's just the best way to handle it. Never engage them. Never entertain it. So that's a great way to handle it.
the way I look at it now, honestly, I actually look at it as a compliment. I know it sounds weird, but the fact that someone says that I talk too much means I'm legitimately meeting fair use and being transformative. It's to the point where it actually pisses someone off. That to me right there, even in a legal, be like, there's people even saying I talk too much. You know what I mean? Like from a fair use perspective. Obviously, I get permission for everything I use, but the point is it. I literally now just take it as a compliment now. Before I used to like get all like, sometimes I still do, depending on if I'm sleepy or not. But it's one of those things that you just, oh man, yeah, I don't know. So go ahead, Ivan.
No, but yeah, like pretty much so like how often do you ever get those comments? So like because usually when it comes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Before often, but not too often, and now also not as often. Maybe like every other month or so, week or month or so.
It's always that one comment to be like, "Oh, you're talking too much," and I'd be like,
yeah,
well,
and I just like, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna deal with you. Click, click, you're banned.
Exactly. Like that's the point. You don't like
to
piss off.
And like say, if you have a problem with it, like just message me on Twitter or something.
Oh, all right.
Because I'm for every single Rooster Teeth reaction I'm going to go to, I'm going to keep saying in like my intro that if you like, hang on, I lost my train of thought. That if you people complain while I am talking in a reaction, when you clearly click the video, you saw the title that says reaction, you clicked it, and you expect me to not say anything? No, I am going to talk. And if you have any problems with it, I will like double click and ban you. I do not care what you have to say.
Preach.
We got a little spitfire here.
That's what's up. Preach.
My microphone.
I think I saw a little one dive out of your mouth. Like,
yes,
like, I regret
nothing. No, but man, that's beautiful. I love that. That was awesome.
Cool. It's nice to see confidence in a woman, you know. So that's awesome.
It's absolutely, definitely.
So oh, go ahead, Evan.
No, you go ahead.
All right. It's hard to bounce back and forth when we have these things because I don't know when to feel the transitioning there. But as far as Ruby, I know you and your only mate and a few others are, especially the one animator. I can't remember his name, but remember he was like comparing them almost to the Sonic games, the seasons. Do you remember that tweet he had or no?
Are you talking about Memory? No.
Basically, he was comparing Ruby, saying it's slowly going downhill, and he was comparing to Sonic.
I do not know.
Oh yeah. I think I've heard of something like that. It's just I'm not getting the name at the moment, but yeah, I have seen something like that.
I guess really quick though, it was a tweet the guy made, and he tagged me and you in it. And I said, I'm a Ruby fantard, and I just like Ruby. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good critic of some things, because some things I'm just so into. It's like,
me neither.
Like Walking Dead, for instance, it's clearly the walking cheese is what I call it now because I won't spoil it, but I literally call it.
Go ahead. I don't even watch it anyway.
Yeah. I don't watch it either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but the point is for those that are watching too, beyond us that are talking, it's not what it was, but I still watch it because I want to support it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And Ruby, I personally still don't feel like it's like the Walking Dead, declining in my interest. Ruby, I don't feel that, but I see a lot of people feeling that. Like, what's your opinion of the season 1 to now? Do you think it's staying the same? Is it getting better? Of course, like I said, I don't want to put you on blast. I know, like, you're really well known by the Rooster Teeth people. Like when you go there, they know you. Like
the queen.
They know you. So.
Yeah.
Well, if may I add something to that?
Oh, I asked her a question. I don't know if she wanted to answer it or.
I apologize, Amber. You want to answer the question?
I wasn't paying attention to the question. You were just like going on, like how, like comparing Walking Dead to Ruby. I just didn't hear your question.
Yeah. Well, basically, what's your opinion of like between season 1 and now? Do you think the show is steadily legit? Is it getting better? Is it slowly declining in your part, how do you feel? Like your own opinion?
Was it a roller coaster?
Really hard to say because I don't really like review or critic things. I just watch it for the sake of watching it and see how I feel about it, you know. But I just hear like what other people have to say about it, like, and that's their own opinion. I don't mind, but it's like I like to say, especially this one tweet I saw like last night. I don't know that people keep using Monty's name in vain. It's like, people, he's not here. They're trying.
Yeah.
He's not here to push them, like lead them in the right direction. That what they're thinking of. They're trying to keep Monty's dream alive, and these people, the audacity, the I'm gonna quote unquote fans,
yes,
believe that they breathe the same air as Monty, think that they know what he wants.
Yes,
exactly.
I agree with that.
100%. And honestly, and if I can say one more thing, it's getting to the point where, like you all say, yeah, like I love pretty much every single RWBY season. There's very little I have an issue with, and I just see so many people rag on it. It's just like, are you guys like actual professional writers that you all think that, or are you just a bunch of followers to say one person says it and we're all gonna obviously just agree with it? Because when I did a reaction video to This Is Basically RWBY, apparently when I said I loved Volume 5 was pretty controversial. And it's just, a lot of people call it like the worst volume. I don't agree with that. I loved Volume 5. I had no issue with it at all. I love the pacing. I love the fight. I love the music that's added to it. I love the fact that they were slowly but surely getting together. I have no issue with it. Even Volume 6, again, I have no issue with this. So, like, I'm just one of those fans that I still want to enjoy the show for what it is. And I don't want to, and I just refuse to follow those people that are just like, bashing it and making me want to change my mind about it. That's the things I try to avoid. So
yeah. And I think I responded to a tweet of what was it that that even if RWBY has like its faults, it's like going on a roller coaster or something, I'll still love it all the same. Even with all the faults it has, especially when people talk about Volume 5, people say that it's not that great because basically everyone's just sitting around until they get to sitting around until the Battle of Haven started.
Didn't they go through that? Is that the volume where they went through that town that was all like haunted?
Yeah,
was that Volume 5 or 6? I'm sorry, I remember.
Six is with 6 is in the farm with the apathy.
Okay.
Volume 4 is Ren's old hometown that was destroyed.
Okay. Yeah, I like that because they bonded. Like that was to me like emotional for me, right? That was when at the end they were like hugging or holding hands.
Yeah,
I even shed a tear when I watched that. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. Like it really like it to me. I thought it was doing justice because a lot of people complain, oh, RWBY introduces 100 characters, with no history or whatever. But then you got a show like Naruto. Look what happens when you do it. Every episode of Naruto, they're about to fight, and all of a sudden they'll break out into story time. Like, oh,
yeah,
great.
I know.
That's
I don't
true.
I don't mind the story, but I just don't want it in a filler. Like One Piece, for example.
Yeah.
In the Saving Robin arc, I can't ever remember that. There's so many arcs I can't ever remember.
Yeah.
But anyway,
like
before they get to these. The beginnings, like Luffy's like, we'll save Robin, blah blah blah, and then immediately goes to Robin's backstory. Next episode, same thing, we'll save Robin no matter what. Go back to Robin's story. Every single episode, every time, we get it. You're going to save Robin. Just get on with the backstory.
That's exactly. So it's like, is that what people want with RWBY then? Because then they'll, it's like, to me, it's like they do just enough to kind of give you an idea. And that's why, like, that's my rebuttal, if that's the right word, to people that complain about all these characters with no story at all. Like, so you want a Naruto or One Piece, where we got 1,000 episodes of just story time.
It's called originality. We have to have some degree of originality. We don't want to follow the trend from another anime, for like fights and then fight in the story. It's how it's kind of positioned, if I'm making any sense. And so RWBY's being RWBY, don't be another thing. I think that's what people are not understanding. They're being their own show. They're trying to do things a bit differently, is what I'm noticing too. like volume 3, like volume 4 or 5, they're slowly getting back together, but we see a little bit of exposition from the other characters as well. And so, it's all about pacing. It's all about how things are put together. And in my opinion, I think Ruby does that in a way that's almost original. And I think that people kind of have a problem with the originality. Like, am I making sense?
I think what really separates them apart is the cell shaded. I think that's the right word. Like the graphics, cell shaded characters. It's almost like that became kind of a thing in 2000s with the GameCube, and they started doing cell shaded graphics. And that's what I want to say what Ruby is. Someone could easily auto-correct me and be like, no, you're wrong. It's only just 3D or whatever. But like, to me, that's what really popped my interest in it. And at first, when people were walking, all irrelevant people were just black. Remember that? They were just shadows. And some people criticized it. And I was like, I actually liked it that way because what, at least in my terms, was like how I felt was when I watched it, it was almost like a dream or like a story being told from the future by somebody. Maybe like in the end, Ruby is just old telling someone this story. And all the people in the background that are black, they're not relevant because they didn't interact with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that makes sense. Yeah.
A good example, if you guys ever heard of this game for Steam, it's called To the Moon.
No, I never heard of it.
Very good game. I know I don't want to push a game, but it was very unique. And the point is the story short is the guy's about to die, and there's a company you can hire that can like hook up your brain and make you live your life one more time, and you can make different decisions and a different outcome. Even though you're on your dying deathbed, at least in your head when you go out, you did everything different that you wanted to feel like before you pass. And so the point is he wanted to go to the moon. He was going to be an astronaut, but his wife got cancer and she died. But he spent all his money taking care of her instead of going to the moon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but then like it's crazy. Like it's very good. It's just very heavy story driven. So my point is though, all the people in his dreams are cloggier. Like, you can't. The people that he doesn't interact with, they're like that with Ruby. They're all just shades. Because you don't remember those people. Every day we walk by hundreds of people. If you went back and you remember, you wouldn't remember any of their faces. So that's how I related to it. Maybe it was that game that made me feel that way. But
thinking about it, that kind of makes sense because we see the people that we want to see, many of the people in the background we want to see. So thinking about that, like I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it's actually told. And I think that's a really beautiful way to tell a story, in my opinion. So, but yeah. I was gonna say, well, so that like an interactive story game To the Moon? If just a quick question. So like interactive story.
Yeah, it's just interactive story with lots of puzzles. You can't die in the game or anything, but heavy story driven and puzzle to solve it. And you're a guy or a girl. You get to pick which one. They're partners, and their job is to do that. You go to someone's house, you hook the machine up to them, and blah blah blah. And later on, it gets like weird because you will conflict with whoever you don't pick. Will conflict with you about almost telling the old man like how does he finish his last wish, like how you feel and stuff. So it's very interesting. Like it's very chibi graphics. Like we're talking like Secret of Mana Super Nintendo, or like, so the graphics are old school. So you got to get down with the old school, which I am. So it's not for everybody, but I think it'd be a beautiful movie, for sure if done right. But we all know how that works with movies and games. So.
Right on.
But Detective Pikachu is an example. They actually did a pretty good job with that.
Oh yeah, they killed it. They killed it.
My eyes were sweating in the theater. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, sweating eyes.
That's right. Sweating.
Yeah, the eyes were sweating. He wasn't crying. He was sweating. Eyes were running a marathon. But okay, so like as an overall, so go from a quick thing on the Pikachu movie. Like was there anything about it like that really popped out to you in that movie? If that makes any sense.
No, nothing really. Other than that brief 2-second scene with Eevee, like, damn it.
Yeah, that was amazing. So another question: are you looking forward to the Sword and Shield game coming out in November?
Oh yeah, I got the I pre-ordered the double pack.
Right on. So so another question about that: how do you feel about this whole Dexit controversy where they're not putting in the national decks? Like, what's your take on that?
On the business side of things, I can understand because they already got the models that they have right now, and they just don't. And I think they just don't want to work the animators overtime or something. I think that's just me. But personally, Hard to say. I mean, I really never cared about collecting all the Pokemon until I got Alpha Sapphire at the time before Sun and Moon came out. When I was playing Alpha Sapphire, I actually got all the Pokemon that was available pre Sun and Moon. Like I actually collected them all.
Okay, awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, but like I said, I never really cared about collecting all the Pokemon unless they're like Pokemon I actually want or get like a shiny version of it.
Okay, fair enough.
So based on your hat, I'm guessing that's your favorite Pokemon.
Yes.
Which is what?
An Eevee.
Oh, see, that's my favorite normal type actually. So
I named my dog Eevee. Eevee.
That's so cute.
Evie. Ah, she's sleeping. Whatever. She's an old dog. She can hardly hear me. She's like turning 15 this year.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh, she's an old girl. That's nice.
She's still lively though. You still lively, buddy? You still lively? Wag your tail. Wag that tail. All right.
Nice. Yeah, animals definitely have a good place in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, definitely.
Our little fur babies. My original cat, he's no longer around, but I named him Gohan.
Gohan.
He was a Japanese cat too, and I named him Gohan.
Should name him Beerus. Should name him Beerus because at least he was a cat.
that was Akira Toriyama's cat's name.
Oh, okay, Beerus.
That's why he made Beerus. He had a hairless cat named Beerus, and then when he made the character, the God of Destruction, it's actually dedicated to his. I don't know if it was his childhood cat or maybe teenager cat. But that's actually the origin of Beerus. FYI, for those that care about Dragon Ball.
I kind of lost interest in the Dragon Ball series after GT.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm a DBZ tard too, but my favorite anime of all time is Ranma 1/2. For those that know it,
I don't.
I don't either.
Do you know what Inuyasha is?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
It was on Toonami like in the early 2000s. How do you not know that?
I must have skimmed through it. I'm sorry. I watched Toonami, but I guess I just didn't notice it. I know. Flame me in the comments. I don't watch a lot of anime.
I'm gonna get wrecked by Amber here, everybody. Just wait for it.
Oh man, I'm ready.
Okay, what about Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh no, yes, no. That I know. Yes, that I do know.
Good.
Yes, I know that. I grew up with that anime. That anime was fire.
Okay, so I guess the point was of Inuyasha, the same artist, Ramuka Takahashi. She also made a show before called Ranma 1/2. That was her original gem. But, of course, in America, Inuyasha got popular. Ranma never really did. And she also has a restaurant in Japan. It's Ranma 1/2 Cafe. Because in that show, they had a bunch of food that they served. And legitimately, it looks like this show. And at the whole time, I guess they have the shows or the episodes playing on the TVs at the same time. Like, and I want to say it's in Tokyo, Japan. But
yeah,
I love that show. I don't know if you ever heard of a show called Fruit Basket.
I have, but I just never saw it.
Okay, well, they pretty much ripped off Ranma with the whole concept because I'll make it short. There's a cursed spring in China. If you fall in a certain spring, someone drowned there. I don't know how this happened, but there's a bunch of springs and people drown in each one or different animals. So if you fall in that spring, you take the body of that thing that drowned. And to reverse the effects, hot water will actually turn you back to who you are, but cold water will turn you into the curse. So Ranma falls into a chick spring. So now he turns into a girl, cold and hot, but it turns him back to a guy. His dad fell into a panda bear. So he's a big-ass panda bear with a sign. He uses signs to talk whenever he's a bear.
He fell into a panda bear? Is that what you said?
Well, he fell into the cursed spring of drowned panda.
Oh.
The cursed spring of drowned pig. So, like, this one dude falls into a pig one. There's one turns into a cat. But Fruit Basket kind of copied it. Didn't verbatimly. But the inspiration, I should say, was there. I'll say it that way. I don't want to say copying because people get butthurt when you say that stuff. So
yeah. I gotta be very careful. If not copy, it's I don't know. But yeah. So
go ahead.
Huh? No, I was just gonna say I had a question. I just kind of lost my train of thought, and I apologize for that.
Okay. Yeah. I can ask her real quick something too.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll regain it again.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So I guess here there was a few things with Ruby. I know, Amber, like you said, the whole season thing, you're kind of neutral about it, which is awesome. I think that's cool.
Mhm.
Is there any,
Absolutely.
you have like a favorite season though? Because that's okay to have a favorite.
Yeah, favorite season. Six will be my, I think, my favorite season.
All right.
But well, for one, at the ending of chapter 12, we can finally get to see Summer Rose.
Oh
Right.
yes, I love that
That was-
episode definitely.
And the part where when they get, and what I love is when they made it to Argus, we see one of Jean's sisters who is also married and full on LGBT with that, which I love it. And even though people have a big problem with it,
I have no problem with that at all. I think it's beautiful. I think it's diversity, and it shows like hey,
and I love
you know,
how they like settled it, like this, not a big deal. It's like, oh my, you married to a woman? It's like they just
they were down.
yeah, they were down with it. They were fine. It's like, I love it.
It's kind of the future in our world. Like I tell people that even with our country now, I say, we live in a time now where even the LGBT people have drama against each other. That shows you really how though inclusive we really are though as a country. Despite what some people think, because in other countries, all LGBT people, I'll say it that way, they're an alliance. They have to stick together because other people
Definitely,
want to
yeah.
hurt them and kill them. You see what I'm saying? But we live in a country where literally the LGBT people can actually catfight each other, for lack of better words. Get into it and fight, like hate each other. Like you don't got that in other countries. So like, I do love how we, at least as a country, have come far. Growing up, definitely, I'm older, obviously, than y'all. I've seen some segregation stuff, and we've come a long way despite what other people feel. But yeah, even 50 years to 100 years from now, like you said.
What?
He cut out a he. He cut. That happened to me on the show several years ago. It just cuts out. It just cuts out. It's like, yeah, you are.
Okay.
What were you gonna ask me?
Hold on. The live is actually down, I think. Oh no, it's back. It's back.
Yeah, it's back.
No, I was just saying though, like I was relating to what you were mentioning, that you walked up in there and it's just normal. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, someone's married. Oh, it's cool. Whatever. Hey, wife.
And that's awesome.
Whatever the hell they want to be. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Like that. But like I said, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, it's going to be like that here. As long as stuff goes well and we all don't end up nuking each other. And I don't want to get politics. I'm just saying, like, you never know how the world goes. So
yeah, don't.
I'm just saying, I don't know, what's all going on. People, sometimes it gets scary out there. You know what I mean? So, no, it's definitely cool. So I like the season 5. For me, I personally like Pierre. She was bae, and I was so Pierre,
Who?
isn't it? Or
Pierre?
Pira?
I mean, Pyrrha.
Pyrrha. I always call her Pierre.
Why?
Who's Pierre? Yeah, exactly.
It's been a while, so perhaps my naming scheme kind of erased. But she was bae to me, and I definitely was just like, oh hell no! You all had to go and do me girl like that. Like, but I understood. It was perfect. It was legit, and I like that, especially with her last moments with John, because clearly it was obvious, and I was even in my reactions. I was like, oh John, dude, she's just you're chasing the bit, like don't know.
Especially like the one RTX or whatever, that when someone asked, I think it was 2014, 15 or 16, I don't know, that someone actually asked Miles, like, if you could be in the same room with the character you voiced with, what would you say? Then Miles like, she's into you. Why don't you see it? Like, slaps him in the face. Wake up!
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm just like, John, like, oh,
I'm like,
man.
Don't miss out. It's like, you won't miss until it's gone. I mean, you won't know what you missed until it's gone. And to go off in a
I do like that too. When you saw the statue of her,
I was gonna say that, yeah.
That was a beautiful moment. Like,
and to see her mother,
sister, whoever she is.
I think that's her mom. I think that's her mother.
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah,
but it would suck if the Nikos only had Pierre as one child, because like no legacy or whatever.
Yeah, that was depressing. Yeah, but she
or at least like a younger sibling, so that way Jean, like that, could look up to Jean and tell her what a great person Pierre was.
Mm-hmm. Yes, everybody,
Absolutely.
press F in the chat to pay respects to Pyrrha. And
But
press R because Nidge didn't remember her name. Never
yeah,
mind.
it's like I just noticed that like it's been like 3 episodes, I mean 3 seasons roughly that she died, and it's like I feel like every season they're gonna tribute Pyrrha in some way. Like season 4, they're gonna have Jean training and have a recording of her saying like, "Oh, I'm happy with your life." And now the Relays volume, we have her as a statue. So I'm just like, how do you think if they are gonna give her another tribute, how do you think they're gonna do it? Like, you think that you're gonna have like Jean be by himself and like look through look at the recording, or like what do you think? How do you think they're gonna tribute her again? In your opinion?
I don't think they will, because I think he finally like made peace with everything after seeing Pure
Yeah,
Statue and talking to her mother.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
it
Yeah,
almost did kind of feel like a closure, not a closure-ish, but I know what you mean.
Like
Like,
made peace with it.
yeah, made
yeah,
peace.
made
Yeah, I see
peace.
what you're saying because he's always gonna have her, in
Yeah.
heart, and
Yeah,
the way he fights and stuff. It's what I personally want to see is him have her fighting style. I know it sounds weird, but because that's
like
like
that.
his mentor and he screwed up. Like, damn. And I like that. Like, that's why it was. I don't know. To me, it was so deep because John was the underdog,
Mm-hmm.
He
and she
was.
was the top dog,
Yeah.
and she literally just took him in. And she liked. I don't know. I don't know.
She
It,
saw
it was
something in. She saw something in him. Like she saw potential. Like she looked past his kind of nerdy,
yeah.
kind of like clumsy outlook, and she
And
just saw. Go ahead, Amber. I'm
also
sorry.
because Jean looked at Pyrrha not as the champion minstrel, just like any other girl he doesn't know. That's what drove Pyrrha to Jean.
That's true. Because everybody, she's the
Absolutely.
box of cereal chick. She's the greatest. Yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. So that probably it made her actually feel human. That she
Yeah.
wasn't trophy. She wasn't a trophy to a man. Because every man would want her because of her status.
Yep.
So I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
She
And
was
he was
humble. She was humble. She was like she was a human being, like all around. Like she was, despite her position, she was probably the most kind-hearted person you could ever hope to be. You hope to be friends with. And I was, it sucked to see someone like that go. That hurts even more. Just to see her get shot through the heart like that. And it was at
that
this
was
point, it's like, because I'm sure when she actually did die, we're like, you think they're gonna try to bring her back in some way? But I think we're at a point in time where I think we can kind of accept it and know that we're kind of growing with Jean as an audience. At least that's how I feel. Because
yeah.
I kind of felt the same way, Jean. I started tearing up, like come back, whatever. But then at some point, I'm like, you know what? I've grown with him. Like I accept it, and she'll still always be a badass. And yeah, does that make sense?
Oh yeah. That's why she's bae. Let's say it that way, man. I don't care. I tell everybody like, oh man, redhead. Oh man, she's smoking. She's awesome. She's just a beautiful person, and like, yeah,
She
her
is.
attitude was beautiful. She was kind, but she would not hesitate to whoop some dude's ass. Like she was gonna beat up those dudes that were jocking John.
She was
And
virtually
I really
perfect.
wanted her to,
She was
but
perfect, pretty much. Like in my opinion, she was almost perfect.
yeah, that's the type of
Yeah.
girl you want to get with. Weiss, to me, I can't handle a girl like her. I'd be like,
Don't hate on Weiss. That's
I know
my
Weiss
girl.
is your girl, but you like
I
the
can tell.
feisty ones. I can't deal with that shit. Anyways, though,
I can tolerate
we
it, but
we digress. Obviously, I've put it out there who my favorite is, and he just mentioned his favorite. Who is your favorite Amber character out of all of them?
It's kind of like a 3 or 4-way tie of Blake, Ruby, Coco, and Velvet.
right on.
Oof, I feel bad. Coco and Velvet. I don't even remember who they are.
Coco is the girl with the briefcase and the that turned into a Gatling gun.
Are you talking about the one that took Pimp Kane's place?
No, she was in season 3. She had that
Minigun.
Yeah, the briefcase that turned into a minigun. She had the shade. She had that
Her
like
purse. Get it right. She's a fashionista.
Okay, sorry. Purse. Yeah, but she was the one.
Velvet is the rabbit faunus.
Oh yeah, the rabbit, dude. Yeah, I like her. I kind of wish she got some more screen time, and maybe we will.
Yeah, hopefully she does, because I love.
They have their own book after the fall.
Oh wow!
Oh, awesome! Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Just check right there's Coco.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's part of what team is that? Their name?
Team Coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
I never peeped that. Coffee? I swear to God, I never noticed that. That literally not come to mind.
How?
I don't know. That's just
Well,
like
girl, you are like a guru in the
you
world.
are.
Like, if
Like
anybody needs any questions answered, you just go to her and she would know it. Like like with Dragon Ball, like I would know those random things that you guys wouldn't know, but like Ruby, you know, like that's your jam, and that's
that
why
is
like
absolutely
I love Ruby, but like I said, you're like S tier. I'm like A
S tier
plus
when it comes to
maybe.
the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like B. Actually, I'm lower knowledge, but I'm still a fanboy. You know, like it's kind of how it is. And no, that's awesome. That like obviously like all that collection of stuff you have. So those are your favorite people. Like I said, with Ivan, his favorite's Weiss. And is there a reason why you like the characters, like your favorite Amber, or
What was that?
Is
like
there a
what did
reason why? Like, what's your reasoning for liking the characters?
For
like, can you
Blake,
relate to them? Or...
let me explain. I'm getting there. For Blake, in a way, I kind of like her. I'm kind of like, I'm not, except excluding right now. I'm not too social. I rarely ever get out of my house except to go to work or like go out for groceries, whatever. Ruby, I just like her because I just like her. For Coco and Velvets, I think same reason. I just like them.
Fair
Right
enough.
on.
Not like
So-
like these are like mediocre answers.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's one of those
That's fine.
it's on the spot, and of course, a day later you have the epiphany and be like, "Damn, I should have said this." But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. We all live with that, No, that's cool. For someone that's so shy, that's surprising. You're pretty assertive, on
Outgoing,
this
yeah.
call. Yeah, and you're very confident. So it's nice to see, though, at least that you have a way to socialize, and you found I don't want to say a home, but a community that you belong to. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm the same way as you, honestly. Like, and even Ivan, like a lot of us are. And so that's nice, though, to see that you're able to at least kind of share your potential, with the world.
Especially with what the thing that I really love, that you really just enjoy the most. That's a very beautiful thing. Truly, that's what I always tell people. No matter what you love, show it, express it, and I think that's a really nice thing, definitely. So my question to you is actually well, should I ask a question from the chat, or should I just wait later for that?
Oh, are you out of questions, Ivan? I did have more questions.
Well, I did. Well, I had a question for her, but my question for her was going to be the same question that was in the chat, but I guess I'll answer it anyway. So.
Oh yeah, go ahead and mention the
Okay,
person in the chat. Give him a shout out. Go ahead.
So Amber, what would be your weapon from Ruby, and what was your semblance be?
Like as an OC or from another character?
From your very own, or whichever. Like if you have your very own semblance and weapon, or
Actually,
weapon
I actually have thought of an OC. Hey, let me find it.
Okay.
Oh shit, she whipping it out now.
She's prepared.
Oh blade, man. Don't ever piss her off again, Ivan. I already got one strike. You got two, so I guess I'm ahead of you.
So
I know.
I drew like my own OC.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah. I named her Sienna because the color. I kind of based her off of Eevee, so I don't know if you could tell from like the patterns.
Yeah, I see the tail and the ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost kind of feels like a fusion between like Naruto and Eevee. Like
in a way.
Like, I don't want to say inspiration, but it feels that.
And whatever. As for semblance, I was thinking like doing it how Eevee would evolve to one of the three original trio and the Pokemon Adventures manga, like how Eevee can go back and forth between one of the three using one of the three stones.
Okay. So
that's very unique. Yeah, go ahead.
Have you read the Pokemon manga?
Bits and pieces of it. I know it's extremely dark than what the show shows you.
It is like
it's dark. Like there's death. There's Pokemon being cut in half. It's pretty dark.
It is.
Oh damn! I already thought Pokemon was dark already, because at the end of the day, it's like you're capturing animals and you're throwing them in cage fights. That almost sounds like cockfighting or pitbull.
That was my childhood.
Yeah,
I know.
It's not that far.
I'm sorry. That's when I was a kid. I was like, this is almost like teaching children to like dog fight. And that's That's literally where my mind went as a kid. I had the game too. I was like one of the first. I bought it back in '95 or '6 when it came out on Game Boy, and I didn't even know it became popular because, like I said, I used to live by Chinatown in Chicago. So when I go there, everything there was like Asian stuff. I was totally into Asian stuff. Import this, whatever. And all of a sudden, all these kids are like, I had Pokemon. All these kids around the trailer park are following me and like, what the hell is going on? And they're like, oh, you got Pokemon. I was like, it became like a thing. I was like, whoa, like, I wasn't watching the cartoon at the time. So I did see the anime though back, once in '93, and I didn't know what it was because I was like watching other animes too. But yeah, I don't know. I digress.
But so like how would that semblance work? Like, what would you like turn into, or like what aspect?
I'm still trying to work it out, but I'm still trying to work it out. My original idea is like she would like consume an elemental dust, and then her clothing and hair and ears and the tail thing's kind of like a spur of the moment. Like I didn't mean to add the extra tail, but excluding the tail, and like for example, she bits into a fire dust. She would like become in a sense like Flareon, like reddish hair with a little tuft of yellow, reddish ears. Her clothing would turn into like the same kind of coloration as Flareon. But like I said, I'm still trying to work out how it would work without sounding too powerful or doesn't sound so controversial.
That's cool, actually. That's a very interesting. That's an interesting semblance. Is like it's almost like in a battle situation, it's kind of unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
You can just
be overpowered. Be overpowered, girl. Yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic, I guess mine would be for my weapons. It would be like a pair of twin hooks that could like transform into a gun, and I guess my semblance would be to like slow down my own time perception, kind of like Sendatsu from Metal Gear Revengeance. It'd be something like that. Like I slow it down. Like people see on the outside is a blur, but I pretty much like slow my own time, so like I can react to everything. So that would be my
Professor Zoom then from DC.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I slow down my own time perception. You're punching me, I'll just dodge out the way, and from your perception, I move so fast like a blur. Yeah, but to make sure it's not, to limit that, to make sure I'm not overpowered, I would say it consumes a little bit more of my aura. Just try to make it not so overpowered, if that makes sense.
Screw that. But don't nerf yourself, because you'll find yourself on a death battle getting your ass stomped. No.
That's true.
I'm the one-up man. That's my semblance. Anything you can do, I can do better.
That's awesome.
I'll become you and like Ben 10. I'll be like, I'll be the 5,000 one-up man or something.
10,000, you mean?
There you go.
You know, like Ben 10, Ben 10,000.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Ben 10,000. Ben.
I remember. What he does is he evolves to whatever. And is it 10,000 years of evolution or 50,000?
I think 10,000 years of evolution.
That would make sense with 10, right, Amber? Is that why he's that?
I do not know.
Okay, because whatever it is, like he basically he picks a breed or whatever, and he evolves of it. It's either 10 or 50,000 years. So like it's like that's pretty gnarly. Like I do like that. Yeah, as far as the semblance for me, it either would be like super speed or like time, or what it would be is, of course, Ivan knows I always say this: I would live forever. I would never age. I would be immortal, basically. Like I guess I still could die from decapitation. So I don't have any awesome superpower.
So you would be biologically immortal. Is that so? Like much. That. Okay, that's cool. So it's like that guy, the big guy. I'd
be like Wolverine, basically. Like, super regen, doesn't die. Like maybe like that.
Unlimited aura, pretty much, because the aura protects you all the time. So your aura would be virtually unlimited. Yeah,
I guess I really would form into that. But it'd be like Wolverine-ish, He's got like his regen is so good that it keeps him alive. That's really the whole premise of his immortality. He is immortal, obviously, because he can regenerate. So his white blood cells don't age.
Regenerate?
That's why. Yes, correct. Thank you, autocorrect. And so, it's like that. That would kind of be my. I know it's a pretty cheesy, easy thing to say, but
no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That'd be my jam.
That's awesome. So I have another question regarding Ruby. So was there anything about Volume 6 that you were kind of like, I kind of wish they would have done better, or any season of Ruby for that matter? They were like, I probably would have done it this way. And you're like, that makes sense as a question.
Really hard to say. Like I said, I just watch it for the sake of watching. I don't really like point out little details like what needs to be changed. I just like go to what other
Okay.
reviewers have to say about it.
Okay. Because like for me personally, like I pretty much love all the series. You know, I'm what Blake called the youthful optimist. But my only problem with Volume 6 was just how quickly Adam appeared, like in the Watchtower. It was because like that's my only gripe, because there was no build up, there was no foreshadowing. The literally last time we saw him was in his throne him, and that's it. And then he was just there. I'm like, where the fuck?
Like,
was
how did
very
he like make the journey?
coincidental.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck? I was like, excuse my French. I was like,
Very
what?
coincidental. You're right. I hear you.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck did he come from? I'm like, there was no build up, no foreshadowing. I'm like, that's my only issue. It's just like, I'm like, where the? I'm like,
You're
where
right.
the? Yeah, I was like, where the fuck did he come from? He was just there, like, okay, let's pop him in, like a fucking random chess piece.
Well, Blake did say that he stalked her across Anima, and in the train sequence in Volume 6, he was there, but we just thought it was like some sort of like her head playing tricks on her.
Yeah, that's true. But I wish there was. I wish.
never thought of that. Yeah, I think Amber's on it. Yeah, she's on to something.
That's true. But I could 100% agree. I just wish there was a little bit more of a build up to that point, because I still feel like if he was just kind of there, like maybe at least another bit of foreshadowing, like maybe he's like spying, like his eye, maybe he's like his eye glow or something like that to let us know he's there, and that would have made a lot more sense in my opinion.
Well, like Amber said, they did it so subtly that the average,
I guess so.
You didn't catch it, but she did, and that's actually awesome.
She's the queen,
that's
so she knows.
A lot of times, she knows her jam. You know, like like the average viewer though. Like what Ivan said, that like the average viewer, though, of course, is going to have that mentality. I'm with Ivan on it, but now that Amber says that, but we all don't have our Amber to be like, hey, this is why. It's like now it makes complete sense. But the average person that never gonna have this conversation with you, Amber, they might think that, you know, like it's crazy though. Like no, that's actually cool, because I did go back and watch. I've watched the first few seasons like 5-6 times, but I haven't the later seasons. Because I have some family, my brother, family that actually I got him into Ruby now, so we're going through and we're watching it again, and then so it's nice because you always catch stuff, when you watch it again and again. I had one more quick question, and then how are you for time right now, Amber? I know we said about an hour-ish, but are you?
I'm not doing anything else.
Got time for questions or okay?
I do have one more quick question, and then we'll start taking fans' questions because a lot of them are starting to pile up over here.
I can see that.
I know. Yeah. I know. I did want to bring up. Obviously, you're a Rooster Teeth fangirl, which is awesome. I was going to ask your opinion about Genlock. What was your favorite character and just your opinion overall about it, and then we'll go to the questions.
Oh, Genlock. I loved it. I know people have like mixed opinions about it, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. People have like little issue with like the little like casual scenes, like with the frame rate and all that, but I just like put it past it. Favorite character? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I have the decals. When I went to RTX a couple weeks ago, I got the decals of all the Genlock characters. Okay, we got Chase, Yaz, Cammy, Val, and Kazu.
You remember their names. You have good memory. See, to me,
I don't at all. I forgot their names entirely.
Like the black dude, the bunny rabbit chick,
the Raven girl,
the Asian, the Russian. Like I feel bad. Like
Kazu's Japanese.
Japanese, Asian. Sorry, but yeah, like it's not that I don't like. I'm not hating. I just like until I see it again and I get super. Like with Ruby, it took me 3-4 seasons to finally remember like most of their names, but I'm still bad. I suck with names, and that's a terrible trait to have in a human being. Period. So
yeah, I'm guilty of that too. I kind of suck at names, at least pronunciation. But yeah,
me too. But when it comes to character names, I can remember most of it. But when it comes to actual people, even when I met them like a couple times, I sometimes forget their names
because they're less. Because they're less interesting as people. They're not in giant mechs. So naturally, Yeah, so naturally you'd be able to, you want to know who they are. But my thing on Gen, like I've always compared it to and like Gundam Power Ranger because of different colors and they just have a kind of a Gundam look to it, which I think is awesome. So
Mhm.
that's just kind of what I
I
wanted
can
to
actually
mention
see that
definitely.
coming very soon for a death battle.
Really?
I,
Already? A Genlock
no,
character?
no. I'm saying like
Oh
I
my
could see
bad.
that becoming a death battle.
Oh,
Is what I'm
see
Oh
it
yes.
becoming a. Well, I really don't see it because it's only been one season, and there's still kind of like, and we just got the new mech suits.
Yes,
Yeah,
future wise.
true.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying like today or next month,
But it
but
could be
down the
definitely.
road, I can
Yeah,
definitely see
and
because they like to put their roosters in there. You know what I mean?
Or even Battle Royale between the five. Or yeah,
Ooh,
between the characters. I think that would be a
that
very
would
interesting episode.
yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, and when I went to the Genlock panel RTX a couple weeks ago, they said nothing about if there's going to be a season 2. They just talked about like concept art, and like how they got the voice actors for this, etc. Just nothing about no information if there's going to be a season 2.
I'm pretty sure we all could agree there's going to be a season 2.
There
That
will
would
be. They're just balancing, with Ruby and
Yeah,
Genlock too. So it's gonna take a while. So maybe I know they're gonna work on Ruby right now and probably then Genlock. I think that's how they're gonna do it
probably, and
because a lot.
yeah. At the Ruby panel, Miles did say that they've completed the script for all of volume 7. So
I look so forward to that. Like I love
Me too. I'm excited.
and they didn't
Oh,
even show like a character short, so because they want to get more time to get to animate the entire season.
fair enough. Fair enough. If I could just ask one last question, one quick one. So, what do you think of the outfits shown? Like the way their new outfits?
Oh my god, I love him.
Right on.
Ruby and Yang are more or less the same.
That's what I'm
People,
thinking too. They look no different.
Mhm.
like Ruby's hair, people are like going back and forth that that's just Ruby's windswept hair, or that's her new hairstyle, trying to like copy Crow's.
Yeah. He's also my other favorite character. I can relate to Crow because he's got extremely bad luck. And also he drinks.
But I'm willing to bet that he's slowly not going to be drinking as much because if you remember what happened back at the farms, his like drunkenness nearly got them all killed.
That's true.
I would say it was his bad luck, but you're right. I'll give you
It's
that.
a bit of both. It's a mixture of both.
Okay, yeah, bit of both.
He's got bad luck. Like that's literally his thing.
I mean, for a combat situation for your enemy, that's a great ability to have because you can screw them over every single time. But it sucks that you can't really like turn that power on and off. So that kind of sucks for him. Because if you can turn that on and off, that I think that'd be kind of broken. Think about it. You can turn it off. Okay, you're good. But if you fight me, I'm just gonna make sure you will screw up every single time.
There is a Marvel character, DC. Isn't it Domino?
I think that's a Marvel character.
Domino, right?
Yeah, I think she's like an X-Men character.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Or maybe it's Black Cat or Black Widow, Black Cat, or either Domino. One of them had that's their thing where shit just goes wrong around anyone she's fighting or messing with. So like a piano will just fall out of the sky. Well, maybe not that bad, but yeah. Like just bad luck happens to her enemy. So
that's awesome.
It's definitely a cool concept and an ability that can be utilized.
Definitely.
Then, so who was your favorite character in Genlock? I know you never answered it, but I know
for Genlock, it's between Yaz and Val.
Val.
Val, yeah.
The one with the weird last name that nobody can pronounce.
That's the Russian chick, right? Or the
yes.
Or she's gender fluid, I believe.
Yeah, the gender fluid one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's badass. And who was the other one you said?
Yasmin or Yaz.
That's the Asian or Japanese, right?
No, that's Kazu. The one with the yellow bomber jacket.
Oh, the Iranian.
Oh, her?
Okay.
Oh, her? Yeah, her. The Iranian.
Yeah, the Iranian. Okay. Yeah, those two are definitely cool. My favorite's the bunny rabbit. Or the
Cammy.
Yeah, she's adorable.
She is so cool.
She's adorable.
She'll curse and there's no problem with it.
What now?
She'll curse and like there's no problem with it.
Yes. She's just I don't know. She's just that person. Like if she's around, it's like everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously the episode where she got that was
Head
deep.
cut off.
Screaming,
Yeah.
and that was like
ripped off, but yes.
The voice actor really brought her to, in my opinion,
yes,
brought out the character, the emotion, and the stakes that
absolutely.
they actually do face. And that was like, to me, the pinnacle of that whole season. If I had to say like the whoa part, that right there was it. I felt it. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now talking.
I am too. I'm holding my neck like, oh my god.
It was deep, at least for me. You know, like once again though, she's my favorite character, so maybe that's why.
She a bae.
She a bae. She's too young.
No, she's kind of kitty. No. If I had to pick a bae,
the girl, the purple girl, like I like her a lot.
Probably gender fluid girl.
Val. Her name's Val. Get
Val.
it right.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Val. I like Val a lot. She's badass.
I got it. She could be my Valentine rare.
But
you like that pun? Yeah. See, me and Boomstick would get along just well.
That'd be amazing. That'd be an awesome skit to do.
Speaking of Boomstick, I actually got the RTX exclusive Death Battle card game.
You do that,
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, and when I went to play it, like a little demo at the tabletop section of the convention center, they said that you won't be able to find this anywhere else.
I hope they become available on their site.
And also in this, there's 20 bonus cards that they're like RTX exclusive, a 20 card expansion.
Nice.
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
It even has like. As it says it right here, we've included this 20 card expansion full of memorable characters, items, and moments from Rooster Teeth history for you to enjoy as you gleefully pummel your opponent into the battlefield.
Did you put those in foil? Don't touch them with your fingers too much, you know.
That's awesome. Girl. I really hope it becomes available, like also for an online game, because that'll definitely be a lot of fun to play with online. Definitely.
For example, one person Rose.
Well, what? Okay, hold on.
Oh, that's screen. Awesome.
Hold it there. Woo! See what I'm saying right there is that
that's beautiful. Yes.
What's gonna happen if they make that online? I can see me, you, Amber, the rest of your nerd bender. We all gonna be battling. We're doing team battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And also a reference to the 2018 Extra Life charity. The Pummel Horse. If any of you saw the charity live stream.
Is that
Boomstick
the Nuggets or what?
It's Chad.
That's Chad.
Chad.
That's Chad.
Boomstick.
Yeah, Chad.
All right, I'm brain fart.
Yeah, I think we should get to the questions now. You think you want to ask
like the haul on and
showing them, man. This is exclusive. You're never gonna see this again, player.
Yeah, that's true.
Better let her show it off. No, this is awesome. This is beautiful right here.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fine. That's all right. That's cool.
Yeah. And one of my recent reactions, like I'm hoping someone will play with me because I'm so lonely.
I know how you feel.
Y'all hear that, everybody? She's so lonely, but be careful. She'll block you if you piss her off. So
don't mention.
If you complain, complain about me talking to reaction.
Exactly. That's gonna instant block you. So if you mention talk too much, instant block. So don't do it.
Oh, take it as a compliment, girl. Just look at it this way. You're entertaining. Be like, oh, I get it. I'm actually doing my job. I'm entertaining, and you can't handle it.
Exactly.
I'm just teasing y'all, but no, for real. Like that's how I look at it. Thanks for showing that, Amber. I think that is really awesome.
That is. Thank you for that.
The viewers definitely were like, wow, because that's right there. None of us are. I saw them put it on Twitter, and I thought it was, those exclusives. That's rare, right there.
That is,
you know, and that's something that obviously you have the upper hand. If you ever do play with others, you know, and obviously if I live close to you, I would play that with you at least once a week. You know, I'd meet up and be like, throw it down.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, and when I first played, it was a little confusing at first, but after you get the game going more, you'll understand. Especially when you have to like consider like the description of each weapon, armor, and skill.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
And in this, hang on, and in this like bag right here is 50 dice.
50? You said 50 in that little bag?
Yeah, 50 dice, but the thing is, there's a reason why for 50 dice because each dice is like represents from these.
Ooh.
I can't. Okay. There we go. Purple armor swap, second chance, lucky, and red critical, and nope, and clear regular dice. Okay. So if you have the red one, that's pretty much like that's like one of the
Like
best
an
ones you could
yeah,
have.
like an attack. Like an attack.
Okay.
And
Okay.
like where is it?
That's
Yeah, the red critical dice has
gnarly.
the red critical dice has a chance to do a double hit. And each and hang on, let me bring out like said red dice. So there's like two clear spaces on it, meaning that those are misses. While the others, like the double sword or single sword, that's a hit. But if you get the double axe, it's like twice the hit. Like a double
Okay.
hit.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And so on and so forth. Like and same thing with the rest of the dice. There's like a number of hits and a number of misses.
Wow.
So what is the?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm really invested into wanting to get that game now. I really hope it becomes available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We won't get the exclusive cards, but the card game itself will be publicly available soon-ish, from my understanding. And I told him, I don't know if Amber, you remember that tweet, but I tagged you. I was like, I'll definitely buy it to support y'all, but I just hope one day it goes online.
I think I saw it.
Huh?
I think I saw it.
I did. I tagged you and Duo and Richard, and everybody. And
Yeah, I think I did.
I mentioned like,
Yeah.
this is awesome. I just hope someday though, you guys, if you guys can make it happen, make it online, because it's like a lot of us.
We could play like
whole
we could stream
community-
it. Yeah.
The whole community though is like we all don't live next to each other. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. As
We
much as I
all
want to hold the physical cards in my hand, it's like I'll buy it. I know I'll never play it with anybody because I don't know anyone around here that would ever play it. But I'll still
same
buy
here.
it. But if I had it online, I at least could play it too. You know,
Yeah.
like that. That's where it's like I just hope that they can do that for us.
Or we could just buy the physicals and then we just play online. We'll just have our each separate decks, but at the same time, like it'd be hard because someone may cheat. It's almost guaranteed to cheat. Yeah, like I have my deck here, like okay, let me get my card out. I just pulled the most bullshit one right here for an automatic win. So
what are you, Yugi Yami now? Like it's my turn. I summon this. How the hell did you do that? You're a cheater.
Exactly.
Yugi's a damn cheater. We all know that. Come on, man.
He is.
That's the heart of the cards. Shut up, man.
Like the heart of the cards ain't gonna do shit for me.
Like, I tried saying that. I'm like, I need the heart of the cards. If I can pull out like what the fuck is a Karibo? What the fuck am I gonna do? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Get my ass beat. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we should move on to the questions. I'm sure the fans are itching to.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
Ivan.
All right. Let's get to the. All right, we'll do. Let's get to the first question from King Zervon. What are some of your lifetime goals, Amber?
For one, at least reach 50K, because 1 million might be too much. 50K might be a start.
I'm pretty sure you will hit 1 million. Like that's definitely, I can totally see that. Like I can see that as a future. You hit 1 million, have that play button. I think it's gonna happen. You're as popular as you are. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but for now, I think I'll just settle for 50K.
Fair enough.
I mean, a little more easier to reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm with you too. I always like I can't wait till I hit 100. I in my mind it's like 100 is like where and it's just like it's so slow, but it's like I can't give up.
It's ultimate. It's ultimately to hold that play button. It's like it's gonna be worth it no matter what. So as you say, man, keep the pressure because at the way we're all gonna reach it eventually. Just don't give up. Just keep having the heart and just keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Keep moving forward.
Exactly. So another question for you, Amber. What is your spirit animal?
Spirit animal. Eevee. All the way.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely gonna be Eevee.
He's rocking a mean beard. I'm feeling that now. I look at it now more and more. Look on top of her head, like it's got a huge like beard.
It's not a beard. It's its fur collar.
It almost looks like one of those things from Zelda, the Guru people.
Gorons.
It almost looks like one of them, actually, like a little cute version.
I never made that connection until you brought it up.
Maybe I'll just shut up.
Yeah. Amber, another question for you from King Zervon. What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
I guess a Cajun shrimp.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've had curry, but because I actually went to Japan and had some curry.
Awesome.
But the thing is, I had the option to choose between the spiciness, either hot or regular or mild hot. I'd go with mild because I'm not too much of a spicy food fan. But
Yeah.
curry is like my go-to. But curry is like the only spicy food that I'll eat. But like I said, I had the choice between like the level of spiciness. And when I went camping a couple weeks ago with my dad and my brothers, they had like we had dinner and I had shrimp. It was like, damn, that's spicy. I thought it was gonna be like regular shrimp. I thought it was gonna be like regular shrimp, but no, spicy shrimp. I do not like spicy foods except for curry, depending on depending on the level of spicy.
Do you know what a good trick is to like battle the spiciness after, especially if you eat it and you're like, whoa, this is hot.
Drink milk. That's what I've heard.
Yes, milk,
That-
but menthol gum. I know it sounds weird.
It does.
But if you're going to get yourself into a spicy situation, bring that with.
But
You'll think later. I'm serious. Pop 3 of those in your mouth or something and do it. It literally, it's way better than milk. I ate that the ×2 spicy ramen noodle challenge on live stream on my channel a long time ago. And my old partner, I used to do this channel with me. He's no longer around, whatever. But he gave me the gum. I didn't know that, but he just did right on the live stream. We just chewed it, and I was like, wow. The milk even was like, I had to drink a half a gallon of milk, right, to get the same result as 3 pieces of gum. You know, so like, just keep that in mind. It actually really works.
Okay, menthol gum. Gotta remember.
Yeah, same here. I gotta because I'm actually thinking about doing a challenge. Like when I hit a certain number of subs, I think about doing that. Like I'm probably gonna do a challenge. So if you guys want to see me do a spicy noodle challenge, let me know in the comments. So let's get to the next question. From Vladimir the Hedgehog. What is the funniest joke you know by heart, Amber?
Ooh, hard to say. Because I only know jokes from comedians like Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy.
I love him.
I love him too.
He came to my casino here just like a few years ago, and I could have hung out with him. I had to work. I missed it though.
That's
my friend got pictures with them and everything. I was like, oh, I hope you get wet socks. Okay, I'm done. I'm done being mad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
As for jokes, I do not know. I do not remember. As for jokes by heart, I just do not remember or do not know.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. So, next question from Tanya Ivan. What problem are you currently grasping with?
What?
As a question for me, what problem are you currently grasping with? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Problem right now, anxiety. I've had last week. My anxiety was really bad. If anyone saw my tweet, but it's getting better and better. But I know I can get a lot better, and also to try to kill the weight. So that's a problem I'm having, which I will eventually succeed in eventually. So, and also because I want to get back into school. I want to wrap that up because before I moved here to Virginia Beach, I was about to graduate high school, but I had to move down here because if I didn't, I would have been homeless. So it had to be done.
You never graduated high school, dude?
I mean, not high school, college.
Oh, not bad.
How are you?
No, I'm sorry. Bad wording. College. I didn't graduate college. I graduated high school. I still got my diploma, which people think I will never keep, but I still got it. But if I didn't finish, if I stayed, I would have been homeless if I stayed and graduate. But I really wanted to, so that's what I want to do. I want to get back in school. So next question from Chocolate Lover. Amber, what game have you spent the most hours playing? Question for both of us, but I'll let you go first.
What game have I spent the most hours on? Between Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right on. I played both those games. They're both great games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me, what's a game I spent the most hours playing? It would definitely be Kingdom Hearts and also Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That game took me almost a full month, over a month to do in completion. So, but I had a blast playing it. So that's like at least like 3 or 4 hours playthrough a day. That's how long that game is. Because I like to do everything, explore everything. So it took me well over a month to get that done, but it was a lot of fun. So next question for both of us, me and Amber. If magic was real, what spell would you like to learn first?
What spell would I like to learn first? I could choke a little. What spell? Really hard to say because I kind of like to think depending on like what anime involving magic, like Black Clover, Fairy Tale, and see what I kind of like to do or like what I'd like to learn. It's between fire and maybe water magic.
Oh,
That's dope. That's cool.
Yeah. I love Black Clover. That's an awesome show.
I'm even caught up on the manga.
Oh, I'm behind, but yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're probably gonna hate me too, but I've never seen Black Clover.
Ah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're a weebtard, man.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'll catch up if you all want me to. All right. So for me, what magic do I want to learn first? Pretty much the same. Pretty much anything elemental, or the ability to like screw or just like screw people. Well, no. All right. I'm taking this.
Oh, wow, phrasing.
No.
Like, whoa,
No. Don't take that. No. Don't take that out of context. That's not what I meant. I meant to like screw with people, like make them trip. Be like kind of like a stand, like have the abilities of a stand, but like telepathy, like telekinesis type of thing. That's what I want to do. So don't take that out of context. So that's what I want to do. Okay, okay, we got a few more questions. So, Amber, what is your favorite YouTuber?
I can't say that I have a favorite. What?
Oh crap! He went out again.
I did.
No, it was you because I just saw your little icon thing.
I muted myself this whole time. I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh, Ivan dropped. My bad.
I did. Oh crap!
Yeah.
I didn't know I dropped.
Yeah, she was talking about you. I thought she was talking about me because it happened to me last time. All right. I think we're back. Little technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen that are watching.
Yeah. My bad. That was. All right. Okay, so what's your favorite YouTuber?
Really can't say that I have a favorite YouTuber. Because I just kind of like go back and forth between like different channels and videos, and really don't have like a lot to say or like a high opinion about. Sometimes I just like to watch the videos and just like I just like watching the videos and just like not subscribing. But really, and again, really hard to say because I sometimes like go back and forth between people like Murder Birds, but other people that like do other different kinds of content, like reviews or whatever. But if I had to say, it would be this one YouTuber that kind of does Pokemon mostly. I don't know if you ever heard of it. His channel's called Loxton and Noggin.
No, I never heard of that. He's a PokeTuber, or
in a sense, a PokeTuber.
Okay. No, I never heard of him. No, but
me neither. No.
I can leave a link to that channel if you like.
Go ahead and if you have a live chat right now, post it, and then one of us moderators will authorize it in case it blocks it because it's
all right. Where are you?
So for sure. So okay, so this person, does he make just like funny skits of it? Or
well, not skits, kind of like does reviews and theories and all that.
Okay.
Here you go. All right.
So yeah, everybody there that's watching, I hope you guys really are enjoying this. We definitely have more questions coming very soon here. She's just posting a link so you guys can check out what she was referring to. Also, please hit that like button if you guys are having a good time. Also, please consider subscribing to her if you guys don't know who she is. She is a top S tier person of the Rooster Teeth community.
S tier, okay.
Ruby,
yeah.
Genlock, S tier is the highest you can get. So yeah, you know, it's one of those things that please, you guys, consider supporting and this and that.
Absolutely.
Say no
Absolutely.
to his face.
Hey.
This is Evie.
Hey, Evie.
You can definitely tell the pooch is old school.
He's
Aw.
adorable.
She.
Yeah,
She's adorable. I didn't say he, but I say adorable. They're so cute.
I know.
it's all good. My dog is he's getting old too, and it's not easy. But my dog's like 110 pounds, so he's a large German Shepherd, and he can't even get up. I have to literally pick him up. He's 110 pounds, like, and that's dead weight. You know what I mean? Like the dog doesn't want to get up. He's just
Wow.
like, ugh. Yeah. It's I've thrown my back out at least 2 or 3 times picking him up. I
Damn.
just had to. But yeah, he's just so damn heavy.
Unfortunately, I don't have my dog because I was forced to put her in a shelter before moving down here. But we're not going to get into that because we want to have fun. So let's skip that. So let's skip that and let's get to the next question for Amber again. Have you ever played Splatoon?
I have not played Splatoon. Splatoon.
It looks like you're about to. Awesome.
I almost said Splatoon, not Splatoon.
I thought you were doing that. Okay, I thought you were punning it like Splatoon.
Splatoon.
It was perfect timing.
Splatoon.
Okay, the next question is from me and Nidge. Is Duo Dreamer and Richard going to be on tomorrow's show? Yes, we're working on that. So
yes,
pretty much yes.
For sure, Richard's locked in tomorrow. I didn't know if they wanted to do it together as a duo, but it's one of those things that if not, it's fine. If so, then we might have to reschedule everybody based on Duo's schedule.
Yeah, it's a busy man. So if anything, but he's definitely down for getting on the show. So worry not. He will definitely be on. If not tomorrow, then he'll definitely be on season 3. Yes. Definitely.
He will. Yeah, they are confirmed to be on here sooner or later.
Definitely. All right, Ivan, you dog, shut up. He said you watch 2 Steel Planter videos and this is what you become.
Oh my.
Shut up. That's not what it is.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, don't. Okay, skip that. One more question. Did I skip one? No, I did not. Okay. Amber, one last question for you. Are you going to do a reaction to SML or SMG4?
What are those?
SML. Yeah, one or the other.
Or no, both. What does it stand for?
Oh, SML, Super Mario Logan, and Super Mario Gaming 4. Is that it? SMG4?
Glitchy.
Oh, can you hear me?
Super Mario Glitchy.
That's Glitchy. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you messed that up. Yeah.
Glitchy? I don't know. I didn't even heard about this until now.
Well, the short version is it's parodies of the Nintendo universe, where people they use plush dolls, and they get in the most craziest, wacky situations, and some of the characters are very stereotypical.
Very
it's
stereotypical.
Old school like Simpsons, Family Guy comedy.
Okay.
So it can be raunchy. It can be very, I guess, controversial in a sense. Like one of the characters, for example, is Black Yoshi, and he loves Kool-Aid and watermelon and fried chicken. So that kind of gives you an idea of like one of the correct. I know, right? I'm serious. He does. Like, but they do make it funny still, and they have other characters. They just end up in the most craziest situations, and it's definitely for adult humor. It really is.
It is. It's an adult humor type thing.
And it's a very booming. I shouldn't say booming, but like the reaction community, because they're okay with reactions as long as like you actually add shit to it, and it's a lot of people love it. Like it's one of those like huge requested things of the community. So that's one. And then SMG4 is what I think you might like if you don't like SMG4. This Thursday, starting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, it's called Meta Runner. That's gonna come out, and it's a girl named Tari. It's the future where like video games obviously is like super big and competitive, and a lot of them actually get their whole arm replaced with a robotic arm.
Okay.
So they can be better at video games and stuff.
That's
I know
awesome.
It sounds weird, but I've been invested in that.
That's dope.
I've been, SMG4. He does Mario stuff too, but he put a character in his Mario world called Tari. but now he finally got her. She's actually on my shirt. It's the chick with the blue. If you remember the Gorilla album, that's the parody. If you look, there's Psycho. That's her. There's Tari, the blue hair. The one down there is actually Maggie from Splatoon in human form, and then the other one with the halo is Destiny. They just call her Destiny for short, whatever. But in a nutshell, though, like that's going to be huge to react to. You know, for you jumping in, it might be kind of like a what the hell's going on. But SMG4 has a bunch of memes, so it'll quote silly sound bites or things in there. World of Mario, very goofy, explosions, and Mario's running around naked a lot and doing things with pasta we should know about. And it's wacky. It really is. So
it is.
If that sounds like something you're interested in, we can always talk later, and I can say like, hey, start with this, this, and this, you know, to kind of understand it and maybe see if your audience will like it. So
all right.
So we got 2 more questions and just 2 more questions. So the 2 last questions. So if you have other questions, please save it for another time. So one more question is, Amber, have you played any horror games?
I have. The last horror game I played was Dead Space 2, but I never even made it halfway until I said, no, I'm done. And I've never played another horror game again.
I don't blame you. Like, yeah, I'm a big wuss when it comes to those type of games. I plan on getting on Dead by Daylight and probably gonna stream it if I can. So you're gonna see it. You may get a kick out of that react. You're gonna see me jump. So get ready for that if you can.
Yeah, but I'm slowly gonna get back to horror games because I actually bought all the Five Nights at Freddy's games on Steam.
Right on.
But I actually want to get the VR headset because of Five Nights at Freddy's VR.
Oh hell no! I would never do that to myself. I don't hate myself that much.
Oh no.
Nuh-uh.
If not Five Nights, then maybe Beat Saber because or VR chat.
Gonna have to press F in the comments already for Amber. You're gonna be playing that Five Nights at Freddy's, man.
I'm not doing that. Hell no. I try to do one of the games and I jump so hard that no, I'm not doing a VR thing.
But after watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's playthrough of the games, I kind of got used to the scares.
Oh, I see.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I could see that being
fair enough.
Then.
Yeah,
fair enough. Okay, so we got one last question from my boy RH. What is your ideal, Amber? What is your ideal ending for RWBY?
Like as a whole or as a volume?
As a whole.
As a whole, okay. I kind of see it go one of 2 ways, like how Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like in the ending sequence, where everyone's in the pictures, like doing random stuff, and at the end you see Ed and Winry holding their kids up, kind of like the same thing with the characters of RWBY and whoever they get together, or how season 2 of Digimon ended, where it's the future and everyone met up and they have their kids around them in a way like that.
Okay.
I can see what you're saying. So basically an aftermath-ish and not just
an epilogue.
Stop. Because like Detective Pikachu, I thought the movie was great except the ending. I was like, what? I want to see a little bit of aftermath, just a little bit.
Yeah, well, exactly.
There's going to be a sequel, so there's that.
Oh, there is?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. I saw a tweet that they immediately gonna say that there's gonna be a sequel to Detective Pikachu.
Awesome.
I guess now he's actually gonna be like. Never mind. For those who haven't watched it yet, we're not gonna say much.
People made a joke that it would be Attorney at Law Eevee.
Oh, Attorney at Law.
Attorney at Law Eevee. That's funny.
I'm sure Amber, you can get behind that.
I get behind it too. That sounds really entertaining. So if they're gonna do a part 2 of that, I guess I could see that being like he'll actually be a trainer and they'll actually do the whole series at the same. But we'll see how that goes. But that sounds really entertaining. As
long as Snorlax gets more airtime, I'm all right. Because that's my boy.
Right on.
That's my boy, man. Eat, sleep, and shit. That's all. I love him, man. That's all he does, man. He gets up, Snorlax, pow. You know what I mean? Dude's awesome. I'm sorry, I like Snorlax.
Big furry.
Yeah, Snorlax is dope. I like Snorlax a lot. And that's the last question, everybody.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Is there anything left, Amber, that you would like to say name like one thing that people should know about you that isn't on your YouTube channel? That
if you want.
I have puppers.
Puppers. We know that though, girl.
I know. That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this size. Not just Ruby, but I also have all these Pokemon plushes right there.
Well, there you
Right
go.
on, right on.
Wow.
Like you can, if I could reach, if I could pull it backwards. Like
Right on. That's awesome.
Definitely a huge supporter of the community, and that is so cool.
That is
Thanks
awesome.
for definitely also taking your time to join us. We really appreciate that.
You are welcome.
Absolutely. It was truly an honor to meet you.
Same.
Cool, everybody. So yeah, we will go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for all the questions and everything. And I'm not gonna do the John or the ending because John's not here to do it, and that's fine. So other than that, everybody, once again, your last chance, but please go ahead and subscribe to her. I'll put it again on here. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you like this, and other than that, we'll see you guys later. Oh, she got her glasses on. Look at her.
Got the Yang glasses on. Got it at RTX.
Right
These are Yang
on.
sunglasses.
Right on.
Be like Yang, crush his wang.
That's his way.
There's a meme of that where she punches the bartender in the balls. There you go. There's a good picture right there. I'm sure someone will snap that when you pulled your glasses down. All right, everybody. Other than that, is there anything else you want to say quick, Amber?
Remember to stay awesome, be nice to animals, don't be dicks, keep moving forward, and I will see you all in the next video!
This shit I'm out.
Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you guys in the next video.